I don't know if you saw my story, but I'm going to take an estrogen pill to the meet and greet tonight and try and feed it to Mirage. I'm like, it's International Day of Trans Visibility. You have to be trans today.
That is psychotic.
You have a choice.
What a great way to start the episode.
Mm-hmm. Making people serve puss on the reg.
Hi, I'm Stacy Queen.
And I'm Ellawarra.
And welcome to the Diva Dolls Pod.
The pod where we discuss the then, now, and forever of women's wrestling in the WWE. I almost forgot that.
I was going to say, did you have a stroke halfway through?
I think I recovered. I was just very slow. I'm back.
How are we doing?
I'm alive. Nothing to report. It's not like I didn't see you like yesterday when we recorded anyway. What was it?
No, not at all. It was a couple of days ago, but
the illusion
this is our first episode going live that we've recorded since we have launched.
Yes, it is.
How exciting.
I know, I'm very excited. And we get to discuss this week's Raw and SmackDown. We're going to do our WrestleMania predictions today.
We are!
Yes!
We're going to guess things. We're going to...
Because it's Wait, this goes up on Tuesday.
Yep.
So it's 5 days away. 5 days away.
Yeah, less than a week till WrestleMania. We're very excited.
And we got a couple of extra matches on SmackDown, so that's good.
We did. And I thought, given that, we're recording this a week in advance, I've added a couple extra matches to our predictions.
Ooh, just in case they happen matches.
Just in case.
Love that.
They're building towards it. They're probably going to do it.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to thank everyone for all the lovely support. On all of our socials, leaving reviews, following, subscribing, and this is your one reminder that if you haven't already done so, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. Leave a review, but only if it's 5 stars. If you hated us, just go away.
Just, even if you hated us, give us 5 stars so that we'll be forced someone else to sit through an hour of whatever the fuck we're talking about.
Honestly, if people hate us that much, they should rate us really good so we get pushed out to other people that they don't like. Where should we start? Should we start at Raw?
Let's start at Raw. Start of the week.
Stunning. Well, we're already finished because nothing happened with the women on Raw, so should we move to SmackDown now?
Yeah, it's so bizarre. So, this week's episode of Raw was amazing. No doubt about it. There was some great storyline things going into WrestleMania. But I think Triple H just forgot that he has women on the roster.
Yeah. It was very The Rock and Punk central on Raw, which is, great because what they're doing is really, really good work. But the girls need to do some good work as well.
It's really just shone a light on the fact that he has really underbooked the women's division moving into WrestleMania.
And I think they kind of, made up for it on SmackDown because they packed everything they could.
They added one more
to build up something.
They were like, you know what? The women, you can have one more match.
One more match. Just one. We'll just shove them all in one match.
Yeah.
Alright, so in Raw, we had a, 2.5 minute segment? The girls got dark entrances. And it was Candice versus
Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile, that's the one. And Indy was at ringside, and Maxine was at ringside.
Yes. Indy was there for her teammate Candice LeRae, and Ivy Nile is kind of defending Maxine Dupree's honor. So, for those of you who aren't aware of what's going on in the storyline thus far, Candice LeRae went off on Maxine Dupree, was it last week?
It was last week or the week before, and it was so random.
It was so random, so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, she fully just went, you know what? I'm happy your brother is dead because he would be ashamed to see you wrestle.
Just like in the middle of her like doing the worm. Don't do that. You look stupid. Oh, and also your brother's dead.
Yeah. Therefore, you shouldn't wrestle.
Literally. So yeah, that happened. They had a match. Obviously Candice is turning heel, so she did the old faking an injury, refs checking on her, pulls up Ivy Nile for the quick pin. The match went for like 2 minutes, but then there was like the subtle, all dressed in black indie on the outside, while Ivy was on the outside, and she was kind of like, "Oh, should I just? Oh, should I do something while the rest distracted?" So I feel like eventually our little Aussie girl is gonna turn heel, but I think it's gonna take some pushing. I don't know. I don't know. I think she's too good to be heel.
Yeah, the way I saw it is that Candice is trying to convince Indy to turn heel, but she's just like, I don't really want to do this.
Yeah. Maybe it's going to lead to some Candice and Indy pre-show match or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe they might be in one of the other matches that I've created.
Oh, maybe. The Miss WrestleMania Battle Royal is coming back for Santina to defend the crown. Oh, my God. So yeah, that was that segment. And then the only other thing that we got on Raw was the Becky and Rhea promo.
Yeah. Rhea came to the ring.
Yeah.
With the gorgeous Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
Mullet Daddy. We love. She basically starts saying, I don't understand why Becky keeps fighting when she knows that she's got the most important match of her career coming up. And Rhea goes, don't you agree, Dom? Dom grabs the mic and says, Becky and her music hits.
Whoa! Whoa! Insert the video of us doing it live.
It was almost like Dominic accidentally activated the Restless theme music Alexa. It was just like, Becky, whoa!
He shouldn't have been there. I feel like it took away from it. He literally added nothing to that segment. Besides Becky punching him in the face at the end. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
See, I loved that. Like, especially because Becky said, once the first punch is thrown, there's no going back.
And then she said,
yeah. And seeing that punch in slow-mo.
Oh my God, it was so good. Okay, I take it back. I agree with you now.
Walloped him.
Walloped. I wonder if, backstage they're like, okay, so you're gonna hit me, so I want you to, hit me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, good on Dom. What a good sport.
I think one thing we learned from this promo is you do not talk about Becky's kid in ill will.
No. She said, this is your one chance. I'll give you one, and that's it.
I hope she comes down to the ring at WrestleMania. Rhea comes down, sees the kid at ringside.
Oh.
And then Becky goes,
Rhea said to Becky, I hope you lose, and I hope that you're sitting there with your kid, and she's watching the TV, and she calls me Mommy.
Oh, I love that. What a line.
I love it. Another thing I noticed about Becky's entrance, there was too much fog. Whoever was in charge of the fog.
Yeah.
She was getting to the ring, and I was like, wait, is The Undertaker there?
I think it was because of, the stage they were in. It was, concentrated more. Because I saw a video from the side of Cody's entrance, because he also gets the smoke. And because the smoke comes out the square where they come out of, I think because it didn't go as high, it was concentrated more below, and so much came out at the same time.
Sure. And the other thing I noticed, Rhea was wearing a drag lash.
She is in a big lash lately, and she doesn't have much lid space. She just packs that purple shadow on there and then sticks a big-ass lash on there.
She's ready to go.
She's in... Actually, these are tiny lashes. She needs some of these.
Mm.
She was in, like, one of these. She's in a this.
Yeah.
Yeah. These.
And she
If
says,
anybody
this
wants
is
a
my
pair of
brutality.
drag lashes, I'm a girl now, so I don't use these. I'm no clown. I'm no swine.
Debatable. But you're definitely still a skank.
Yes. Yes, that I am.
I also loved Becky saying that, you know, you have a different idea of being a champion than I do. Your idea of being a champion... I almost did fucking accent. Your idea of being a champion...
Your idea of being a champion is a different idea of me being a champion, eh?
She said, your idea of being a champion is showing your ass, but my idea of being a champion is busting my ass.
I love that, yeah.
Mm.
Which is
It's just
really weird because...
a really good storyline.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm glad that they're building it 1 week out. Or 2 weeks out. But, I feel like Rhea hasn't had a televised match since we saw her live. When's the last time she was in the ring?
She hasn't.
Literally with Nia in... Where did we go? That state over there.
Perth.
That's the one. The one with the shit
That
streaks.
away! Yeah.
But was there anything else on Raw? I think that was pretty much it.
That was it for the ladies.
I think the only other woman mentioned on Raw was Mama Rhodes, and who cares about her?
Cody.
See this boy? See this blood, boy? I'm gonna give this to Mama Rhodes, boy. Fuck your story. All right, let's move on to SmackDown because SmackDown was packed. I loved SmackDown so much.
Why don't we have a break?
Okay, let's go for a break. All right, I'm just so keen.
Let's go for a break.
Right. Please invite.
And we are back, and it's time to talk all things SmackDown this week.
I loved SmackDown so much. I was glued to the screen for 2 hours. It was great.
Yeah.
It was packed with women's action. Even the guys' stuff was really good. But, like,
Yeah.
the girls' stuff, so good.
And so much.
Yeah, so much. I can't even remember. What was the first? There was so many segments. I can't remember the first. Was it? Yeah, Io's promo was first. So, Io and Bayley were down at the Performance Center. And then Io cut a promo saying how she's going to beat her and she never wants to see her again after she beats her at WrestleMania.
Yeah, so she said that she once used to see Bayley as a friend, and she's going to regret that for the rest of her life.
The rest of her, she has so many regrets, this Io. She said, I made a mistake having you around, and now I'm going to kick your ass at WrestleMania, and I never want to see you again. The drama. But then Bayley said, fuck you. I'm going to run in, destroy this set. The way she got that light, smacked it over her head. And as soon as I saw them pan
Threw
out...
her through the green screen?
Yes. As soon as I saw them pan out and show, like, the photo drop background, I was like, she's getting tackled through it. And lo and behold... Yeah. Oh.
But I like that only once that happened, then everyone was like, oh no, we need to break this up.
Yeah.
For the rest of it, oh no,
Yeah.
just let them go.
Yeah. And then on commentary,
like,
they were like...
oh.
Yeah. The commentary was like, the Performance Center staff had to break it up. I was like, yeah, okay. But it was very like, Io's promo was very like Shinsuke-esque, without the cartoon drawings.
True.
It was something different for the girls. They've never done something like that before. But...
I also really liked, you know, having Io speak in Japanese, because I feel like that language barrier has been such an important part of the storyline.
Oh, 100%. And then, remember when Bayley just broke out in Japanese that day? That was so funny.
Yeah.
I've been listening to you all along. I only know, like, I know konnichiwa? I know that there's watashi wa denki desu ka, but I don't know what it means. So God knows what I just said.
So next, we had Nick Aldis in the ring about to have the SmackDown contract signed by Jade Cargill.
So good.
Her entrance, I think, might be the best women's entrance of all time.
Honestly, it was so good. The way that light, and then they put the smoke, and they put, like, I don't know what they used to make it snow. They used snow. We've never had snow in the wrestling before. Like,
no.
The storm was coming, and it came.
Yeah. And know what else came? Me. She looked incredible.
She looked so good. That molded red, like, two-piece. And she was in a drag heel.
Yeah.
The red go-go boot. She was in a pleaser.
Yeah. Maybe it's just recency bias because we've just been watching it. But I was just like, oh my god, gorgeous woman in red. This is Jackie.
Jackie.
Shades of Jackie.
The modern day Jackie. But her body is incredible. The way they had, like, her as a silhouette in the storm, and then the light came on. It was almost giving, like, The Rock's new entrance.
Yeah, but fierce.
Fierce. Also, I'm wearing a nail on the pod for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
She said, hello, I'm going to do drag.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I've got to go to Sydney today, and I can't be going to Sydney with no nails on.
So, these fine
she comes down to the ring.
Pod, they don't deserve nails?
Yeah, Here, this is for the listeners. Everyone else on YouTube, you can just watch them. These were made to match my outfit that I wore to Chamber, but I had acrylics on that week, so never wore these.
Oh.
What does she say?
Yes, she does. She she lets everyone know that she has another weather update. The storm has arrived.
I love her. She's the weather girl.
She's the weather girl.
SmackDown's weather girl. I hope she's on a green screen next week being like...
I think she took a shot at AEW.
In what line?
Because when she first came out, she said, we have the best roster.
Yes, true.
I mean, she left AEW to come to WWE because the women's division over there is,
yeah.
But, I mean, they've got Mercedes Moné there now.
Wow,
does that mean I'm going to start watching?
They've got Toni Storm, the what do they call her? Timeless.
The lady?
Tony.
That one.
Yeah, she comes out. She's in like black and white or whatever. Who cares? Nobody gives a fuck. She's Australian. That's about all I care about.
So, are you trying to tell me that there's another storm that's arrived?
Yeah, but it was like one of those. It was like a sun shower.
Straight after Jade signs her contract, we cut to out the back. Damage Control are having an interview.
I remember the line. What even is Jade Cargo? What has she done since she got here? She just stands there.
Yep.
And at that moment, I knew it was going to be a 3-on-3 match at WrestleMania.
Later in this evening, there will be a match between Dakota Kai and Bianca Belair.
Yep.
And Dakota says if Bianca really was the smartest, she would stop inserting herself in our business. So they're really building this Damage Control versus Bianca, Naomi, and I guess now Jade. But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We'll have to wait and see. I think we got a couple of our Latina divas.
Yeah.
Promo exchange.
Yeah.
So, like,
Zelina
to cut a
Vega.
long story short, Dominic and, what's his name? Escobar.
Santos Escobar. Sure.
Are now going to have a match against Rey Mysterio and the newest member of the LWO. Here I was thinking Bad Bunny was going to come out.
You're joking.
I was like, Bad Bunny's coming, Bad Bunny's coming, Bad Bunny's coming. Next minute, Dragon Lee. Anyway, words were said, things were exchanged, and then it broke out in a brawl at the end. And we got to see Zelina and... What even is her name?
I was hoping you would know.
No! Don't know. So, Zelina and other Latina diva, who is gorgeous and hot and stunning, love her. We'll find out her name. If they're not wrestling, I just don't really take notice.
Yeah, they've really not given her anything.
No, she just kind of, like Dakota said, she kind of just like stands there. But yeah, that was our feature of the Latina Divas. Oh yeah, we also
B-Fab?
had B-Fab and Scarlett during the
Mm-hmm.
AOP. What are they called? The Final Testament.
Final
And then
Testament.
does
The
Bobby
Pride.
Lashley's group have a name?
The Pride.
They're called the Pride.
They are called the Pride. I had to look
Are
it
they a
up
pack of
when
lions?
I was. I think that's meant to be the reference, but I had to look it up when I
Yeah,
was
are
putting
there
together the list of potential matches for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
They are.
I was gonna
So
say
it's,
they're either a pack of lions or gay. But yeah, they came out and beat up on each other. That's all these girls get to do. I feel really bad for them, but like at least they've got a spot in the show. My favorite part of SmackDown. We got a vignette. It just randomly came up on my screen and it became Tiffy time. All the clocks turned to T and it was Tiffy time. And
Yeah.
she just went in on everyone. She
Yeah.
was calling them ugly. She told them all they need lip filler. What I did find
Yeah.
true is when she said, when Paris Hilton said, what did she say? People were born with glitter. She was talking about
In their
me.
veins.
Yeah, with glitter in their veins. They were talking about me. And then all the looks, stunning. Everything she said, stunning. Gorgeous, stunning. 10s across the board.
Yeah.
I love her so much.
Honestly, where is Tiffy at Mania?
Honestly, team. I hope she's in one of your matches that you've made up. That is gonna go on the card.
Maybe.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah. We shall see.
But then after a vignette, it took us into the main event.
So before the match, Naomi goes into Bianca's locker room and gives her a little pep talk.
Yes, this is when I
And,
got to see the disgusting blue lip for the first time.
Look, that was a choice. She tells her that she has Bianca's back, and she says, "Who's the roughest?
I'm the roughest.
Who's the toughest?
I'm the toughest.
Who's the strongest?
I'm the strongest.
Who's the best?"
I'm the best.
And then Naomi has EST on the back of her wig, because
She
of
stole
course she
it.
does.
She stole it off of her fucking ponytail and stuck it on her weave. That's so funny. Well, I have a surprise for you.
Yeah.
I also have EST on the back of my ponytail.
And I also...
Oh,
So it's time for the main event. They're actually the main event of SmackDown.
literally 2
Crazy.
weeks in a row. We've had women's main events on SmackDown.
Yeah, and this is
Obsessed.
why SmackDown is the best. So it is Dakota Kai versus Bianca Belair.
Yes. And if anyone watched my reaction videos on World Wrestling Ellawarra and TikTok, I started the match with saying, alright, this is how it's going to go. They're going to have a really good match. Then Bianca's going to take over. Then the two Kabuki warriors are going to come down, beat down on her. Then Trinity's going to come down. And then they're going to take over in the numbers game. And then Bianca and Trinity will... I keep saying Trinity. Naomi will be on the floor. And then Jade's music hits. And she comes out for the save to set up the six-way at WrestleMania. And then what happened?
That.
It was the
Yep.
most predictable segment, and I knew it was going to happen, but I lived for every moment of it.
Yeah. I do have some notes here. So, just after the entrances, they had their 2K ratings show up on the screen. Bianca was on 95 and Dakota 78. Rough.
Wow. I know. I can never
However-
see them because the way I've got my setup is like I have my screen that I stream on and then my laptop, but my laptop covers that corner that they always pop up in.
Right. Does that mean that you also missed who the 5 most played female superstars were?
I did see the things came up and they popped up, and I think Rhea Ripley ended up at the top.
Correct. So number 1 was Rhea Ripley. Number 2 was Bianca Belair. Number 3 was Becky Lynch. Number 4 was Asuka. And number 5,
Tiffy.
Trish Stratus.
Ah, fuck! I thought you were going to say Maurice. Nobody's playing as Maurice.
No. No. I was
Just
going to
me.
say, it's only Trish is only number 5 because of me.
Yeah. Read that. That's so funny.
Because I made myself, and I put myself in a tag team with Trish Stratus.
I love it.
Because in my reality, we are best friends.
Yeah, you're Stacy Stratus. Trish's drag Diva.
During the match, Dakota Kai hits a really amazing scorpion kick.
Yes. On the one on the apron?
Like, I can't remember. I thought it was in the ring. No, it was on the apron that she hit the
She hit the pole.
The ring post.
Yeah, she tried to do it again and hit the pole. Which led to my favorite part of the match was when Bianca got up there and like literally like hooked her and fucking like superplexed her off the top. I was gagged. In my reaction videos, I'm like, I almost exploded.
Bianca Belair hits the KOD, hits the 1-2-3, and then Kabuki Warriors come down. I was confused. I thought maybe they were meant to break up the pin and then it would cause a disqualification.
That's what I thought as well. I was like, I wonder why they gave one of them the win. I feel like they were late to their cue and the ref had to count 3.
And then, Kabuki Warriors are beaten down on Bianca Belair. Naomi comes out, gets a bit of offense in, but then they beat up on her. Out comes Jade Cargill, but she's had a costume change.
Oh, she looks so good. I hated the boots. They were a bit...
Look, I didn't care.
The outfit?
I didn't care. I was just like, she wanted to come and serve 2 looks. All right.
She did. Yeah, it was like a bodysuit with like mirrored pieces, like broken up and scattered over it. Very nice.
Yeah, she looked so hot.
But she came out
first
and
night.
slowly, very slowly, she said, I don't care that you're getting beaten down. I'm going to soak you in this entrance and give you an Undertaker walk down before I save you.
Yeah. I know, I think it was the intimidation. She's like,
Yes.
I'm not scared.
But she came in, kicked one of them in the pussy.
Yeah, she did the big boot, she did a pop-up power bomb, and then she did a glam
did
slam.
That one.
The glam slam.
The glam slam. Actually, we got 2 glam slams. Somebody else did it in the night.
We did.
During the night.
Bianca did during the match.
Beth Phoenix references across the board.
But you know who did it before Beth Phoenix?
Trish Stratus. I don't know.
No, Jazz. Jazz did.
Oh, yes, Jazz. Love Jazz.
I love Jazz too.
Yeah.
Very
Not
excited
into ska,
to talk to
but
her.
I love jazz music.
You know what? On that note, let's take a break, and then we'll get to our WrestleMania 40 predictions. Are you scared?
I'm not scared because we're going to defend the Predictions Championship. So each PLE...
Shh, don't tell them.
Oh, okay, go for a break. See you soon. Bye.
We'll hear about it in a sec.
Bye. All right, we are back with the Diva Dolls pod, and we're going to get right into our WrestleMania 40 prediction. I can't believe it's WrestleMania 40. This is wild.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when it was WrestleMania 23.
Yeah. Imagine.
And it's like 20, it's like double that, almost.
Yeah. It's been 8 years since I've been to a WrestleMania.
Wah. Oh my god, it's been so long.
I went to a shit one, but overall. I went to 3. I went to 28, 29, and 32. And out of the 3, I think the only good one was like 29.
Not even the first one.
The first one was great because I experienced it and it was Rock vs. Cena, but the rest of the pay-per-view was crap. Like the squash heavyweight title match. What was it? I think it was Punk and Jericho, but they weren't given time.
Yeah.
The Teddy Long versus John Laryngitis. The Divas match that we got was like Maria Menounos.
Oh god.
Probably
okay.
wasn't the best Mania.
I take it back. I take it back.
I would say 29 was probably my favorite one. But yes, we are on 40. Have you seen the leaked photos of the stage?
I've seen some photos of some letters being made. And then I also saw a fan had like rendered it in the computer.
Yeah.
But I've not. I don't think I've seen anything else.
Yeah, I saw one this morning and it's got like the WrestleMania letters across the top, like the 31 entrance. And then it has
Mhm.
like a big XL on either side of the where they walk out.
Extra large.
Extra large. Oh. All right. How are these predictions going to work? How are we going to do it?
Okay, so I will introduce the match. I guess just give me what your prediction is.
Okay.
Whether it be any shenanigans, how you think it's going to go down, but ultimately who you think is going to win. And when we meet back up in a week's time, one of us, whoever gets the most points, will become the Diva Dolls Pod Predictions Champion.
I love it. I love it so much. If you win, does that mean I have to
very
post you the
exciting.
belt?
Well, maybe I might have my own belt on the way.
Oh, okay. So if I lose, I have to take the belt off the shelf, and you have to put yours up behind you.
Yes, essentially.
I love it.
Take it down.
All right, what's our first match? Let's get into it.
Okay, so I figured, since we are the Diva Dolls Pod, we're going to start with some divas. The WWE Women's Championship match. Io Sky, the champion, going up against her former pal, Bayley, the winner of the Women's Royal Rumble. Who do you think is going to win this match?
Bayley is going to win this match. I honestly don't know how it's going to happen because the other girls have the other match. So I feel like if Damage Control is involved in like night 1, but then Bayley's match is night 2, then I feel like maybe they'll get involved with it. But yeah, I just don't know how it's going to pan out. I'm excited to see what they do, but I predict that Bayley will win.
I also predict that Bayley is going to win.
Ooh.
I think they kind of need to give it to her.
Yeah, 100%.
Io, I love Io, but I feel like there's nothing left she can really do with this reign.
Yeah.
Unless if
She's had
they
her time.
Yeah, I think the only thing they could do is if they try to draw out the story with Bayley a little bit longer. But
maybe they'll do like a Bayley will win the belt. They'll have a rematch. Maybe they'll have a third match. I don't know. But
yeah,
definitely Bayley's walking out of WrestleMania champion.
Our next match for the WWE United States Championship triple threat match. We've got Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Who have you got?
I think because this match is a triple threat and there's like no champion's advantage in it. Wait, in a triple threat, can they have disqualification? They can't, can they?
So a triple threat match is no disqualification.
I'm going to predict that Logan's going to win. 1, because he's given them probably millions of dollars to have his prime in the middle of the stage ring.
Uh-huh.
But 2, I really think that the KSI guy, maybe the guy from the podcast, someone's going to get involved. Some brass knuckles are going to get thrown. And I just don't see any advantage for Kevin or Randy to leave as champion. It wouldn't make sense to me. Because Logan's kind of on a roll.
You took the words right out of my mouth. It must have been while you were kissing me.
No, yeah. The video watchers are going to enjoy that. The listeners, not so much.
I feel like Logan still needs the championship. SummerSlam is in Cleveland, where he is from, in August. So I believe he's going to hold the title up until then.
I agree.
Which is fine. He is great. He's very entertaining.
Yeah.
I like that recently he's been doing a lot more on the show. So yeah, I look forward to the match. I feel like it's going to be entertaining.
Yeah. I listened to his podcast the other day with Rhea, and he actually said in it, he's like, I'm way better at being a wrestler than I am at being a boxer, and that's why he's put all of his time into actually being an active superstar and not a part-timer. So I'm glad that he's full-time with them now.
Taking it seriously.
Who's next?
Okay. The WWE Intercontinental Championship match. We have Gunther, the champion, going up against challenger Sami Zayn.
So, what I think is going to happen in this match is it's not going to be Gunther versus Sami. I think something's going to happen to Sami before, and then Chad Gable's going to be there, and I reckon Sammy's going to get taken out, and then Chad is going to be like, well, I'll go and take one for the team because I'm Mr. Miyagi and I trained you so I can go and do it. And I think Chad's going to come down, and I think Chad is going to dethrone Gunther.
Wow.
So I think Sammy's not even going to make it to the ring. That's what I think.
That's camp.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I just picked Gunther because I don't think he's going to lose it to Sammy. I feel like there's definitely no need for Sammy to be the one to dethrone him. However, for me, I think that Gunther is just going to vacate the belt on Raw after Mania.
Oh, he's going to be like, I will not be beaten. I want the world title. Somebody else have
essentially.
it. Wow.
Essentially, he'll just say, no one can beat me for this, therefore, I'm just relinquishing it.
Wow. Well, let's make a deal, alright? If the vacation happens, you get an extra point. If Sammy gets taken out, I get an extra point.
Perfect.
Let's do it.
Deal.
If Sammy wins the belt, we're both fucked.
No points. The next match, we have brother versus brother. Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Who have you decided is going to win this one?
I think Jey is going to win. And, like, I kind of just want it to be a straight up 1v1, no interference. Because I feel like there's going to be so much, like, shenanigans going on with the tag match and the world title match. The whole bloodline thing. I just want this to be one-on-one.
Yeah.
The only person that's allowed to come out is Rikishi, and he can just stand there, because he probably wouldn't be able to get in the ring anymore. But other than that...
Imagine him special guest referee?
He wouldn't be able to get down and up to do the counts.
Couldn't he?
You seen him these days?
No.
He's getting old. He's getting old, love. But yeah, I'm going to say
Maybe
Jey.
he can just, like, stomp his foot instead of getting down and... So you think Jay's going to win?
I think Jay's going to win.
I think it's going to be Jimmy.
Ooh!
I think Jay has had a really good run in the last, like, 6 to 8 months. And I feel like Jimmy really needs this win.
Yeah.
I feel like if Jimmy doesn't win, I don't know where you go with that character.
True. This is true. We shall see. We shall see.
We shall see. Okay, next up we have for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. We have a 6-way ladder match. We have the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Damian Priest versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. We have New Catch Republic, the team of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Then we have A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller versus Awesome Truth, The Miz and R-Truth versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes.
Now, this is where we get into it.
I think we agree on this.
We agree on this, but we could be wrong. Okay, so we both think that the titles are going to be split in this match.
Yes.
But there is a chance that it's not going to happen. Yes. So, how we're going to do it is we're going to say 2 teams. We're going to say 1 team. The first team that we say could just win both belts.
Mm-hmm.
And the second team could win another set of belts.
Okay.
So, in the instance that only 1 team wins, the first team that we name, we get a point for.
Okay.
If they are the only team to grab the belts. Whereas, if the belts are split and they win one of the sets of belts, we get a point.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Slay. So, what are your predictions for this match?
Okay, so I'm going to predict that Awesome Truth is going to win either both sets or just the Raw set.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's going to happen by R-Truth going up and only taking one off and being like, oh my god, we won. But then there's still another one up there, and then everyone's like, oh, what's going on? Then the GMs will come down and be like, let's split them, keep going, let's see who gets the other pair.
For me, I agree. Awesome Truth. However, the way that I think it'll go is R-Truth is at the top of the ladder. He has grabbed down the Raw belts. And then either Tyler Bate or Pete Dunne goes up the ladder. And he gets down the other set of belts and hands them to one of the members of New Catch Republic.
So you think if, the same as me, if there's two belts, it'll be Awesome Truth? Or you think it's going to be Awesome Truth and New Catch Republic?
Either way, it's going to be some R-Truth shenanigans.
Yes, 100%. I think if they are split, Awesome Truth will get the Raw ones. And I think to keep them fresh, A-Town Down Under needs something. I think that A-Town Down Under will get the SmackDown ones if they continue it and they end up splitting them. Because I think WrestleMania is going to be the end of the Judgment Day.
Wow. Big claims.
Yeah.
Do you know what would be kind of fierce, though? What if at the end of the match, so Awesome Truth have won, New Catch Republic have won, Damien cashes in his Mr. Money in the Bank briefcase so that him and Finn can win back the tag titles.
Oh my god, gag if that happens. But also stupid. Why would you waste it on a tag title?
I know. It is a waste.
You know what? Should we take a break before we do the rest?
Let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
And we are back with our 6-woman tag team match. We have the Damage Control team of Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane going up against Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill. Ellawarra, who do you think is going to win?
There is no way they're going to break Bianca's streak, and there is no way they're going to let Jade lose. So, Naomi's going to win. Yeah, look, as much as I would love Damage Control to get a win, because they are, they never win in these types of big match situations. But I agree with all of that. Like, this is Jade's first match, apart from the Royal Rumble. There is absolutely no way. The only way I can see it going in Damage Control's favor is if they pin Naomi. But, yeah. Naomi, Bianca, and Jade. In my notes, I've written them down as NBJ. No blowjobs!
No! Tag team match coming up. The team of Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar. Who do you think is going to win this match and why?
I don't care, and I don't care. I feel like it's such a stupid match that they set up. But, wait, who won last year? Did Rey win last year? Yeah? Okay, well, I reckon Dom and Santos will win. And then maybe there'll be, another Rey Dom match down the line to, tie off that whole, father-son thing.
Correct. I completely agree. When Dominic interfered in their match last week, I was like, oh, so they're gonna finally do the match they wanted to do at WrestleMania. But I agree in that I think it is a series of 3.
Yeah.
And I agree that Dominic is going to get the win this time, so that next year they will have their career... Was it career versus mask or mask versus hair?
It was like mask versus hair, but I think
Yeah.
the career will come up because like if Ray loses the mask, he's not gonna stop or keep wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so we agree on that one. The next match, we have the phenomenal one, AJ Styles versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah! Who
I
do
think-
you have and why?
I think LA is gonna win, and I just think because he's like on this like roll, which kind of like dipped a little bit since he had his big like he's the megastar. Blah, blah, blah. I feel like they need to build him back up because he's kind of like
Yeah.
flat, and like I don't see AJ gaining anything from winning this match, so I think LA is gonna take the dub.
Yeah. No, I fully agree. LA Knight really needs this win. I mean, I feel like they're going to have a good match, which is also what LA needs. But I hope that this match is enough to sort of keep him occupied and help him not lose that momentum going forward, whether it be going for another title or whatever he goes on to next.
100%.
Whether it be a feud with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
But yeah, LA Knight.
Oh, we need to mention his wig reveal from SmackDown because that was quite fierce.
Of course.
Yeah.
Next up, the World Women's Championship match. The champion, Mommy Rhea Ripley versus the man, Becky Lynch. Mommy versus the man, who are you going with?
I'm gonna go with Becky. And
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I think Becky's gonna win, and then the next night on Raw, Becky's gonna retire. I don't know what it is. I've been watching so many of these interviews about her book, and she just seems like she wants to be a mum again, and she just seems like she wants to go and do a thing. She hasn't re-signed a contract. She's got nothing else to do. I don't know. Oh, she's just gonna go away for a while. But then, like, also, why would Rhea lose for her to just do that? Maybe Rhea is gonna win. And then Becky's gonna be like, it's too much, I can't anymore. I'm going, bye. I changed my mind. Rhea's gonna win.
No, you said Becky. You said Becky. Because what if that happens and then you can get an extra point?
You just know that Rhea's gonna win. Okay, I'm going with Becky. I'll stick with my gut.
Good.
Why think with
Good,
logic
because-
when I have gut?
Yeah. I am also going with my gut, and there is no feasible reason why Becky Lynch would win this match.
Yeah.
I feel like they really have Rhea's next feud lined up with Liv Morgan / Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Like maybe at Backlash it'll be a 4-way. That could be really sick.
True.
But yeah, I just don't see Becky winning this one, unfortunately. I love her. Don't get me wrong, I love her, but
No, you
just
don't.
think it's
You
the
hate
time.
her. You hate her. When we were at Elimination
do.
Chamber and she was coming out, she was like, no, don't sing that song. It's a bad song. Don't sing it.
Yeah, I was singing no.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Okay. Tag team match. The final boss and the head of the table, Rock and Roman Reigns, against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes and Seth frickin' Rollins.
Okay.
This is a big one. This is for the girls,
Yeah.
this one.
Okay.
This is for the girls.
So, what's going to happen is the Rock and Roman are going to win. There's no way they're losing.
Mm-hmm.
The Rock and Roman are going to win, and it's going to be Bloodline rules on night 2. Can I predict night 2 while we're here? Because mine all intertwines.
It could lead into other categories that I have.
Oh,
So
okay.
we'll just say Rock and Roman for this one, right?
Okay. Rock and Roman, they're going to win.
I also have Rock and Roman. The next match is the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth freaking Rollins versus Drew McIntyre on night 2. Who do you have?
I have Drew. Drew needs a belt. Drew is on a roll. Drew is like the best heel at the moment. He's doing amazing work. And he needs to build up his story with Punk. And I think it's going to be Drew and Punk at SummerSlam. So Drew needs to win and build himself up as world champion.
Perfect. I fully agree. I think they've really done a good job of making this championship feel important. And Drew's storyline has been a big part of that. I don't know, just making it feel important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I look forward to Drew winning and whatever his next feud will be. Before we get to the winner of this match, I have an extra category. Who do you think will be a surprise interference in the WWE Championship match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes? So this
Who do
is
I
an
think is going to run
opportunity.
interference?
Yes. So, like a surprise interference. So this is an opportunity, like a wild card, to get an extra point.
I think The Rock's going to interfere. I also think there might be some shenanigans with Jay and Jimmy and Solo, and possibly even Goldust. When it comes down to it, The Rock is going to have the main involvement.
My prediction? Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh yes, Austin and Cena. Well, it could go one of two ways.
Well,
my choice is
let's just talk about it. The undisputed WWE Universal Championship match, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns versus American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, Ellawarra. What do you think's going to happen?
Okay, Bloodline rules. The Rock's going to be on commentary or at ringside. He interferes. You know how in every single Roman Reigns match, the referee gets knocked down?
Of course.
Shirt comes off. Rock's the referee.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it's going to go one of two ways. If The Rock remains heel, I feel like Cena and Austin will come in and make the save, as his like two biggest rivals of all time will come down, make the save, help Cody win. Or Rock, his referee, Roman goes for the pin, and we get the nostalgic 1, 2, it doesn't matter if you're the tribal chief. And then The Rock turns on Roman, Cody for the win, and then that'll set up Rock and Roman for the future.
Okay, so I need a final answer.
Cody Rhodes is winning the belt. Cody's walking out champion.
Okay.
Either way, whether The Rock remains with the bloodline or turns on Cody, Cody's leaving champion.
Yeah. So I also have Cody winning the championship. However, I believe at the very end it's going to be revealed that The Rock has been in on this the whole time. When Cody first decided that he wasn't going to face Roman Reigns and The Rock came out, The Rock whispered something to Cody Rhodes, and I think it's going to be revealed that all of this was a ruse to finally take down Roman Reigns from the inside.
Yeah.
But I also really love the idea of, if it is Bloodline rules, that it will turn into, like, I don't know, I don't know Marvel enough to make this reference, but, like, people are saying, like, Avengers, like, everyone that Roman has ever beaten, they all come out to try and, like, put him away.
Yeah, very that. It's very like Batman versus like all of the people that hate him, like the Penguin and the Riddler and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that is all of the currently announced matches, but I have 3 more.
Ooh.
Because of course I do. The first one is a multi-person match of the Pride versus the Final Testament, because they're really building towards that. Whether it gets announced or not, I don't know. But let's do a quick prediction anyway.
I predict that the stage lads over the ring will fall and squish them all, so this can finally come to an end. Because I'm over watching this storyline that has gone nowhere. But if I were to pick somebody, I think Team Bobby would win, because the other ones are just boring. Although Scarlett's really hot.
Yeah, I think Final Testament, because I feel like they need something to go their way.
Yeah, true.
Because this storyline has been shit. No offense, but
no, lots of offense.
Yeah.
I hope they're offended and do something different.
I don't know what it is, but I never really get into Bobby Lashley's feuds. I find him to be quite dull, personally.
Yeah. Alright, imaginary match number 2.
Imaginary match number 2, but it's not imaginary because it recently got announced that it's going to be happening on the SmackDown before Mania, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Who's going to win?
Yeah.
Let's just say Braun Strowman makes his return and becomes the first 2-time winner. How about that?
I love that.
Yeah.
That's actually that's quite fierce. I put Bronson Reed.
Oh, he needs something, so give it to him.
Yeah. And then the final match that we're going to predict that probably isn't going to happen, but fuck it, I'm going to try anyway. A women's battle royal, Miss WrestleMania, fucking Mae Young Invitational, the China on a pole match. I don't know who they could name it after.
I know exactly who's going to win if they do have it.
Okay.
And it's going to be Tiff.
Okay.
She's the only one that's like on a... I don't even know if they've got enough girls left over to do it, but...
They do.
Either
they
her,
absolutely do.
I think Tiffany or Candice, because I feel like they're the only two that have something going on at the moment. But I'm going to go with my girl Tiff.
Terrific. I have gone with Chelsea Green.
Oh, you always have really good predictions after I've done my one.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's such a fan favorite.
She is.
Yeah.
Despite being a heel.
Yeah.
Well, that brings it to a close for our predictions.
That's it.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to throw in?
Okay, let's predict something like left of field. It's been a while since we've had a blackout at WrestleMania, and the match had to be done. Remember the Playboy match that happened in the dark at like 23?
Yeah.
I'm gonna predict that there's gonna be a blackout.
Okay. Ooh, my prediction is that there's going to be a really uncomfortable brand integration in one of the matches. So like how last year it was father versus son sponsored by Captain Crunch or whatever it was.
You know what? I really hope that if they are going to put the brands on the mat, that they keep them off the outside.
No, they will.
Yeah. It'll be everywhere.
There will be branding everywhere because
True.
they can make a fuck ton of money on it.
How about one last one?
Okay.
One random celebrity appearance. Who's going to be there? Non-wrestler.
Like in the audience?
In the audience, interfering in a match, backstage, like Kim Kardashian interviewing.
Okay.
Snooki flipping.
Me? Like, just sitting here, like, who is a celebrity?
Do you want me to do mine?
You do yours. You do yours.
I think, as a big fuck you to Mercedes Moné, they're going to pay Snoop Dogg a whole lot of money to come and do something.
It's a good one.
Yeah. And he's always there, so that's a safe prediction.
I don't think, head empty. Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my god, I love that!
Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy
Fallon.
Yeah. I don't know why. I was trying to think of anyone who's from Philly, and the only person I could think of was Pink, and I don't think she'd be there. So,
Do you reckon we're going to have brand-specific commentary, or they're just going to go with Michael Cole and Pat McAfee?
I think it'll be Yeah, I think it'll be Michael, Pat, and Corey.
Yeah.
And
poor Wade.
Poor Bad News.
Bad news for him. Sorry.
Yeah.
You ain't in the fucking pay-per-view.
That's not bad news. I love a night off.
Honestly. He's probably going to be hosting the 7-hour pre-show anyway, so...
Yeah. Okay, so, Ellawarra, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me everywhere on my socials at Ellawarra, and you can watch my reactions to Raw and SmackDown at World Wrestling Ellawarra on TikTok. What about you, Stace?
I am everywhere on social media at the Stacy Queen, and you can also follow the Diva Dolls Pod account at Diva Dolls Pod on Instagram, TikTok, X, all the socials. We are there, except for Facebook, but maybe by now I have caved and made a Facebook so that my mum can keep up to date with what's going on.
Obsessed.
Also, let us know down in the comments on YouTube what your predictions are. We will make sure to leave a template down in the comments so that you can tell us what you think is going to happen.
Maybe we should have like a listeners champion or YouTube watchers champion, and whoever gets the most predictions right in the comments, we will give them their own title. They get to hold the title of the person who's not holding it at the time between us two.
We're never going to get our titles back.
Never.
We might make you a very lovely certificate in Microsoft Publisher.
Yes. And they have to take a picture as if they won like a merit award at primary school.
Yeah. At school assembly. But yeah, no, I like that idea. Do you want to be the listeners champion? The Diva Dolls Pod listener predictions champion. That's a lot of words. DDPLPC.
I want to be the DDPLDC HIJK LMNP LGBTQIA plus champion.
Ow.
Alright, it's time. Let's do it.
Alright, I'm tapping out.
Good luck,
See you on the next one.
You're gonna lose.
You're
they
going
might call
down.
Me mommy, but they're gonna call me mother.
Well, okay.
Goodbye.
I'll see you in a week, bitch.
The Diva Dolls podcast is brought to you by Stacy Queen and Ellawarra. All names, photos, videos, and audio used in this podcast are trademarks and copyrighted materials owned by the WWE and TKO Group Holdings. This podcast is not affiliated with or endorsed by the WWE and is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only.